Hey everyone, thank you all for tuning in. I want to share a little bit about myself and my journey and my story with you, simply because in this business you will find out that everyone's story matters and everyone's story is unique, and we can always relate to a family out there. And so my story is a little different. I found the wrap about 3 years ago, May of 2013, and I was so intrigued with this wrap. I was curious to find out what it was going to do for me. But at the same time, in the back of my head, I thought, this body wrap is supposed to tighten and tone and firm the body. Well, I'm probably going to be that one person that it does not work on. And so me knowing a little bit about the wrap, or probably barely nothing really at all, just knowing that it's supposed to help me, I decided to go visit a friend that was in the business of selling these body wraps. And so I visited her house, and I was still in disbelief. And to make long story short, it took her about 30 minutes to get the wrap on me. Not that it took 30 minutes to try it. It was just the convincing part, because I was just being so stubborn. And so she applied the wrap. I sat down. We had another conversation for the next 45 minutes. The time went by and we took it off. And let me back up a little bit. That picture she took before, my before picture, I still have that on my favorites on my phone today. And I'm still in shock as far as the results that I received from the wraps. And I am still in shock. It still gets me excited till today, because the body wrap is something that no one in this marketplace has, and we have no competition. Our body wraps are not water weight, so throw that out. They're not water weight. It's a wrap that tightens and tones and firms the skin on the outside. And if you continue to wrap, you will start to maximize your results, and it gets even better within more time and more wraps. So if you have not seen my personal before and after photos, after this video, reach out to me and I will personally send them to you. And so I wrapped. I tried it. It worked. It really did work. And I was just so excited to share it with that next person. That next person was a friend. It was a sister. It was a cousin, relatives. And then the list started to continue, because as I started putting that second wrap on, it made me want to share it with the world, because I knew that I needed help with my stomach area after my children. And that's just something that as a mom, you don't get back. The tightening of the skin, you don't get back unless you go and have some type of surgery performed, possibly. And that was out of the question for me, because I just did not want to do that. So that is actually how I found out about the wrap. That's what got me excited. During that time, I was a working full-time mom and 3 children, married, and a husband. Me and my husband have been together for almost my whole life. More than half of my life, let's just say that, my age. Anyways, that's so funny. But so when I started this business, it was something that I wanted to do, and I didn't share it with him. I just signed up and I started sharing these wraps. In a few weeks or two, he then realized that, what are you doing? You're bringing people to the house, you're wrapping people. Then I finally told him that's something that I'm doing on the side. So I didn't think it was going to be a long-term thing. I just thought it was going to be some type of short-term thing. I didn't realize what I had my hands on. I did not realize that this business was going to change my family's life. I didn't know none of that in the very beginning. I'm so glad that I did take a chance. Took a chance, and I paid $99 to get my starter kit, which came with 4 wraps. The 4 wraps I sold within a few minutes. I mean, they were all gone. So I made my money right back. Okay. So the investment was really nothing. To me, it was free to get started as a distributor in my eyes because I got my money back. And so, working full time, I was pretty busy. My kids were in activities, and I was giving my business time during, like, I would work my business during lunch hour, any time, break time that I had at work, and also after 5 o'clock, I was working my business. And the first goal that I made for myself was to make at least $500 extra. I needed $500 at that time. Believe it or not, I needed it. My husband has a good career. I had a good career. But when that money hit the bank account, it was also arriving and leaving at the same time. So if you're in that situation, just know you're not the only one. I wish we had more, money at that time to do the things that we really love to do. It was really hard to just kind of go splurge when we wanted to. We really had to save up for months to have a really nice vacation. And so I know what it takes to struggle. I know what it takes to live paycheck to paycheck. I know what it takes to have extra money. The extra money we did have during certain times of the years and months, because my husband did travel for work. And when he would go across the seas to Australia or to the UK, those are some good paychecks. And with those good paychecks, we saved it so that way we can take a nice vacation. The only thing with that, I have to admit, is that he had to be away from his family for months. 1 month, 2 months, sometimes the whole summer. I did not like that. My children did not like that. And although it was some great money, do I want that in our future? No, I don't want him to continue to travel or work 80 hours a week just so that way we can have extra money. That is no life at all. I mean, that's hard. It's no life. It's hard just to have extra money. So with that being said, I knew that $500 was going to help me, help my family. Actually, in the beginning, I was selfish. I wanted the $500 for myself so that mom can get her roots done, so that mom can get her nails done, so I can go buy some mascara or makeup whenever I was wanting to or whenever I would run out. And so I initially wanted it for me in the beginning. And so I learned early on, the first week in the business, that to be able to make $500 steadily, meaning like residually, was commission checks. And it was by building a small team of 5 people. And so I figured, you know what? I can wrap people. And when you put that wrap on people, people are going to either tell you they want more, or they want more and they want to make extra money. Simple as that. You just got to put that wrap on people and they will speak to you. And so my goal was to wrap people, and I found 5 distributors in 1 week. And then I taught them what we call steps to success. That's what all distributors use to move up in levels. And so Ruby paid out on average about $500 a month. I hit the Ruby level within 4 to 5 weeks in the business, and I stayed Ruby for quite a few months. The problem with that was I did not make a next go after that. I didn't. I was very comfortable with my career. I was still receiving that Ruby check throughout the months. But what changed for me was a family situation. A very close relative got severely sick, and it required me to leave my career for a short period of time. And so during that time I was away from my career, I realized what freedom was about. Freedom to me is money is great. Yes, it is. And it can help and relieve the headaches, and you can get ahead in life and do the things you want. So to me, that's what money is. But having the freedom of my time, of not having my supervisors or managers that I used to work with down my neck every day, watching everything that I did, these reports, I mean, you name it, the list goes on. Just being free of that, I was excited. And freedom to me also meant I can get up when I want. I can enjoy my cup of coffee and sit down in the backyard and just think, not fight traffic. I mean, those months that I was away from my career really woke me up. It also helped me realize that my money in my home mattered. It surely did. Although my husband was still working during this difficult time in our life, I was at home, and my career put my job on hold. Basically had to put my job on hold. But the only thing with that is it did not pay. The time I was away, I was not getting paid for it. And so after a few weeks, the savings account started going away, and it really, really hit hard. And so I know what it is to struggle. Let's just say that. It was during the holidays. It was very hard to give like we wanted to, especially to our children, get them not necessarily what they want, but what we wanted them to have for that Christmas. We couldn't even do that. I remember those feelings. And I remember telling myself during that time, I am never going to put my family in this situation ever again. As long as I live, I can get myself out of it. I can do something about it. I put all that on myself. And so that's actually what helped me create a bigger goal to do something that I've never done before. I was challenged. I surely was. And I remember receiving checks from It Works during the time that I was away from work. So that Ruby check that I was telling you about, $500 extra a month, I was receiving that at home because of the work that my team was doing and the work that I was putting in as well. And that is what we call residual income. And that money that was coming through that bank account at that time meant so much to me. I realized that, you know what, that $500 can be $1,000, it can be $5,000, it can be $10,000. And now during this time, I've been in the business about 5-6 months, and I started reading so many stories, so many transformation of families with this business. That's actually what inspired me to keep moving forward. And so I had to go back to work 3 months after I was off. And so I had to go back to work, and it was the ugliest feeling. I can't even describe it, excuse me. But I just remember feeling really heavy, and all these different emotions started coming back on top of me. I started to get tired again. My health, when you work under stress, you put so much on your body. And when you don't have that stress, you're like young again. You look ageless. You look younger. I mean, if you compare my picture, you take a snapshot of me right now and compare my picture 3 to 4 years ago, you will see that I did look a lot older than what I do now. So anyway, so I get back to work, and I made that goal that I was telling you about. I challenged myself to replace my salary by the time my kids were going to be free from school, which was that summer. So it took me from about 4.5 months, from $500 a month to reach about $5,000 to $6,000 a month. And so when I did that, when I made that happen, I was so excited. That's when I decided to leave my career, because I wanted to have that freedom back, and I wanted to be happy again. I still needed to provide and bring income in for my family, and so that was my way of doing that. And so that's me being with It Works 1 year, replacing my income. Okay. I was very satisfied with that. And of course, as you are continuing to stay in the business, you realize that you just keep doing the same steps over and over and over, and your team will grow and you will continue to move up more levels. And so now here I am, 3 years in this It Works business, ranked as Presidential Diamond. I'm one more away from the top pay that our company offers. There's actually more titles they've just added. So there's more to go after. But I want to share with you what I do and what Ruby means. And I want to share with you also that you can have what I have. You can use this business to go after your dreams. If you've always wanted to go back to school and don't have the money to do that, you can use this business to do that. If you've always wanted to be a pastor, you can use this business to do that. If you always wanted to have your own construction company, you can use this money to do that. So you can do anything you want with this business. And for me, I choose to continue to stay home. My goals within the next year or two is to bring my husband home with us so that we can both be full-time parents and we can enjoy life and travel wherever we want at any time and never miss a moment of our children's lives. We've recently added a 4th child. His name is Melissa Carrizal, and he's now 4 months old. And so I am 34, going to be 35. And so we're not going to miss anything with him. My other 3 children, we missed a lot. And so I'm just so grateful to be in this position now. So what does Ruby look like, right? This word I keep saying, Ruby is this chart here. And you can see that it has 5 squares, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 on the bottom. So 5 squares means 5 distributors on your team. When you find 5 people that want to make money just like you, then you can be a Ruby. That's all it is. When I started, I enrolled my husband, I enrolled my sister, and one of my great friends. Okay. And then found 2 more friends, and I was charted for Ruby. There's 400. Do you see that 400 there? That actually takes me into this next paper here. It's called Steps to Success. This is a simple, well, let me back up. The simplest business I've ever done. If you compare it to my careers, this is like nothing. These are the steps that we follow monthly. Step 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't get any harder than that, I promise you. And so when you're teaching every distributor to complete step 1, and then 2, to go find 4 loyal customers. A loyal customer is someone who wants to buy product at wholesale costs, the same cost that I buy it for. And if you just find 4 of those a month, you're great, okay? You can do more than that, of course, but when your new distributor finds 4 customers, that's how that 400 points starts to add up. And what we call it is a qualified square. So you can use them for your Ruby promotion. And step 3, every distributor that you add onto your team is $99. Yep, $99. And so if you're looking to make $1,000 and you need that in 2 months, find 10 distributors to add and grow on your team. And you can get that extra. We call that a fast start bonus. That's additional to your commissions. And so It Works is about, oh my goodness, the company is amazing. I mean, they're so down to earth. You truly feel like you're family, that you're part of this. As a team, we do work together. We work very, very close together. You will never be alone. You will never, ever be alone in this business. You have the support from myself and also our team. And our goal is to help you get to whatever it is that you want to achieve in this business. And we don't get paid for just enrolling distributors at all. No, that's not what we want to do. We want to enroll distributors that have a reason to enroll, that want to make extra money for their family. And when they are successful, that's when we'll get paid. But it means so much to us when we do enroll a distributor that has needs, you know. Just thinking back, the past 3 distributors that I enrolled, one of them needed $500 to provide food for their family. There was another one that needed to keep up with her mortgage payments because she was going through a divorce. And the other one just needed extra money just to make ends meet. And so when you're working with these special people on your team, you're in it together. You are in this business together. And the most rewarding part is when they do receive that money and can pay that bill and can provide food on the table. Those feelings that come behind that, it's actually what I'm looking for. And that's what keeps me going as a distributor. So it's more than just the wraps. The wraps is a unique product. It's actually our flagship product. And the reason why distributors with It Works are very, very successful is because we do not have any competition in the marketplace. You can never go out to any stores and buy a body wrap that tightens, tones, and firms the skin. Okay, you cannot. There's a product out there that is a wrap that is for water weight or water loss or something like that. That is not what our wraps do. So let me just steer you clear of that. That is not what our wraps do. Our wraps are long-lasting results, and you can actually see my before and after pictures and how many wraps it took me to get what I wanted. So right now we're also having an additional you can also earn an additional $500. It's called a Ruby bonus. So in addition to the commissions, in addition to the $100 that you can get for your new distributors, when you enroll in your team, you can also, on top of that, get $500 one-time payout when you do hit the Ruby level. And you will earn that if you complete that in 2 months. And so June does not count. So if you do decide to join our business this month, you have almost 2 weeks ahead of you'll be 2 weeks ahead of your time. You will actually have all of July and all of August to complete this right here. Once you complete that, you will earn that additional bonus. On top of that, we have a cruise promotion going on. Our CEO of the company rented the 5th largest cruise ship for us. Okay. And all he said was work your business like you're normally going to do. And it's going to be based on a point system. And you can earn a cabin for free. And so I am excited about this cruise ship. I'm so excited because it actually is brand new. It launched 2015, so it hasn't been on the water that long. It's one of the, like I said, the 5th largest, and those pictures and the videos that they've already provided us to look at the ship, amazing. I'm so excited. Anyway, so if y'all have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I do hope to see you and add you to our team page soon. If a distributor referred you to this video, please get back to that distributor. And we're here to help you conquer your dreams or any goals that you have with your business. Thank you so much for your time. You have a good day. Bye-bye.